Hello and welcome back to the Java series. In this video, we will cover errors and exceptions and explore what null is. First, we'll look at null. Previously, when we declared a variable object, we knew it was holding an actual object. However, those variables are actually references to objects on the heap. When a primitive variable is passed into a method, the value is copied into the method, while if an object is passed, the variable is passed, but the object itself is the same inside the method and out. However, object references don't always point to an object. In fact, there is a special value called null. If you don't call new on a constructor, the object variable will reference null. And if you were to try to call a method on a null object, Java will throw a null pointer exception. Whenever code goes wrong in Java, an object that extends the throwable class is thrown. Shown is a very basic tree. Errors are issues so severe that there is really no way that the programmer can reasonably handle it. Such errors can include a stack overflow, which can happen if you call a recursive method and it never returns, or an out-of-memory error, which you can probably tell when that gets thrown. Exceptions are easier to manage than errors. Some of them are unchecked exceptions or issues that the compiler can't check at compile time. Such exceptions are subclasses of the runtime exception class. A null pointer exception is a runtime exception. Other unchecked runtime exceptions include arithmetic exception, think divide by 0, index out of bounds exception, such as trying to access element 5 of an array with elements 0 through 4. Checked exceptions, on the other hand, are exceptions that the compiler can reasonably expect to detect the potential of. As a result, the compiler detects code that could throw a checked exception. You either need to wrap that code in a try-catch block, or declare that your current method throws that exception for any caller to handle. A try-catch block consists of the try block, which holds code where an exception is expected. The catch block takes in a parameter of the exception type you expect to be thrown and runs should that exception type get thrown in the try block. If you anticipate different types of exceptions to be thrown and wish to handle them in different ways, you could add multiple catch blocks. Know that only one catch block will be run. There is also a finally block, which can be added with the catch blocks or in place of them. Apart from a call to system.exit or a system crash or a thread termination, the finally block is guaranteed to run. Also, know that the finally block is not a catch block. If an exception is thrown in a try block and no catch block handles it, the finally block still runs, but the exception is still unhandled, and after the finally block runs, the program will still crash. Join me in the next video where we will learn about how to compare objects.